Hey everyone, it is Tuesday and it happens to be my day off. So on days off and no kids and wife and stuff like that, great opportunity to do some stuff. Donations have been pouring in, as you'll see in a second, and cash donations as well. I passed out a couple sleeping bags last night, or actually the other day after a dinner party at work. But if you're ever curious if the Scalas do laundry, when you have a Street Reach program, you do a buttload of laundry, as you will see. I have folded so many clothes today. Not a good thing for my therapy on my hands. But anyway, I want to shout out to everybody who's been making donations. This chunk here was a cash donation. Actually, 2 cash donations purchased all this. Gloves were on sale right now. They're $250 at Fred Meyer's, and then half off of that, and then my discount. So that's a sweet deal. Got like 30 pairs of gloves, bunch of shirts. Got some donated shoes, so just used the old ones. Ladies' boots and pants, or boots and sandals, stuff like that. Going through that. Tarps. Got a couple of tarps and these cool little bags I bought off Wish. They're like these shoestring bag things, backpack things, and now that's what I give stuff away in. Women's pants, tons of that, tons of that, tons of that. This is going to go in the truck because I have somebody I'm specifically giving that to. Women's wear, children's, about 10 to 12-year-olds with some cool little doll stuff. Men's, all for the truck. And all for the truck. These awesome jackets here, brand new, donated the other day at work. So again, let's take it in, people. This is what your generosity is like. I pretty much have a Goodwill store, but I reach out to the street and make sure you don't have to pay for it. So anyway, a lot on my plate today. And like I mentioned in there, the website's temporarily down. Facebook, Patreon, and YouTube are running okay because they're free. But my website's like $30 a month, and so I've temporarily disabled it because I don't get a lot of cash donations. So that's a little tough. The disadvantage to relying on Facebook for this kind of stuff is I only can outreach to Facebook people. So, I need to spread this out and have it accessible to people, older people and things that aren't on Facebook, businesses, things like that. Today I'm also, if I have time and gas, I'm going to run down to the elderly home, the hospice kind of thing over here, and ask them if there's anybody in there that's not getting visitors and Christmas gifts, things like that. So these blankets right here, they're awesome, but when they get wet, it's basically a sponge. So they're usually used underneath something, a tarp or something, but out in the cold sitting, it's going to be bad. So that might be something that I can give to the old people's home. What else? I'm starting to see people online off and on. Actually, the other day I was on website and a couple people bashed me for what I do here. And, 99% of the other people responded back with good. So it doesn't really deter me. But this individual's like, oh, so you're the guy giving them all the stuff, all the clothes that they used to wipe their butts with and throw around the river. And he used different words, but that's the gist of it. And oh boy, I responded back. I was respectful, but I did put him in his place. But what's funny about this is that in my line of work, one thing I do know, watching surveillance videos for 35 years of my life, when people don't realize that they're being watched, is people really don't know what the average person is willing to do and does do behind people's backs. The homeless, pretty easy to spot. You know when they mess up. But the people driving around in these nice cars and good jobs and good looking clothes and stuff, merciless. And I'll tell you what, they're not always that great people. Ask me if I don't have videos of people pulling their pants down and pooping in aisles of stores, and they go out and jump into a Cadillac. It happens. So, and I'm not talking elderly people that couldn't make it to the bathroom. I'm talking people just being jerks and weird. So, you know, don't go dishing the homeless people are the only ones acting stupid and weird, because I'll tell you what, that's not the case. Helped out a guy in a motorhome this week. His name is Robbie. He's originally from, I think, South Dakota, and he was working in the oil fields, living it up, having a good time, making lots of money. And then when all that fell apart, like some people that we know have had that problem in that area, in South Dakota or whatever, he ended up buying this dumpy motorhome, trying to stay off the streets. Because, like he said, I wasn't smart enough to save money when I was making a ton of money. So his scenario fell apart. He's out here in a motorhome. I've been helping him keep this thing running, and we're working on getting him a job right now. And the guy is awesome. You will probably see me hanging out with this guy because I really like him. He's got a good heart, and he's very sincere in wanting to get, off the street. So we're working at getting him a job. And the big problem is housing. Well, good's a job if you have no house. It really needs to start with the housing, and that's kind of the bad part right now. So anyway, once again, take in the love. This is all you guys, and you guys rock. But thanks for giving me more chores, because I love it. And folding clothes is the most fun thing in the world. But anyway, no. Actually, I really appreciate it, and I'll fold clothes till I die if that's what it takes to help people out. So maybe I'll post out video today on the street on my little search for this gentleman living under a bridge in Myrtle Creek. So I'll talk to you later.